What's up, everybody? So let's talk about the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore that collapsed a couple of months ago when a ship hit it. Now, y'all know I made a video about this, and we all watched in horror as this ship hits up against this bridge, and the bridge crumbles like some Legos. It was horrifying to watch because I was like, oh my God, I see cars going by. And I was like, oh my God, some of those people are not going to make it. And unfortunately, there were people who was unalived in this situation. And if I'm not mistaken, they have recovered the fourth body that went missing. And if I can recall, the people that were unalive were some workers that were working on the bridge at the time of the collapse. The owner of the ship also stated that the reason why they hit the bridge was because they were having mechanical issues and that they could not steer the ship properly. And now Baltimore pursues legal actions against the owners of the ship that hit the bridge. The same day, the FBI opened a criminal investigation into the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. Mayor Brandon Scott announced that the city would pursue legal actions against the owners of the MV Dolly container ship that crashed into the bridge last month. But the Singaporean company has already moved to avoid liability for the devastating crash. Baltimore City Solicitor Ebony M. Thompson announced today that the city would move to hold the Dolly's owner, charterer, manager, and operator, manufacturer, and others accountable for the substantial and ongoing economic losses, as well as the environmental toll on the Patapsco River and the distress on the city's residents and businesses. However, Grace Ocean Private Limited, the owners of the Dolly and Synergy Marine Group, the ship's operators, filed a preemptive petition on April 1st to limit the liability for the crash only 6 days after the deadly collision. They also asked the court to limit any payouts from the collision to the value of the vessel and the value of the cargo it was carrying when it struck the bridge, which lawyers estimated was a combined $43,670,000. It is currently too early to tell exactly how much damage the collapse has caused, but insurance experts predicted it could cost anywhere between $2 billion and $4 billion. Wow. Lawyers for Grace Ocean and Synergy Marine Group filed a petition for exoneration under the Limitation of Liability Act, a law passed by Congress in 1851. The act is sometimes referred to as the Titanic Law after the owners of the famous ocean liner that sank in 1912 used the law to pay only $664,000 to hundreds of claimants who originally sought a $16 million compensation. The law states that the liability of the owner of a vessel for any claim, debt, or liability described in subsection B shall not exceed the value of the vessel and pending freight. The law protects owners from facing claims for a wide variety of scenarios, including embezzlement, destruction of property, and any loss, damage, or injury by collision, as long as they happened without the privity or knowledge of the owner. Attorneys for the two companies said the Key Bridge collapse was not due to any fault, negligence, or want of care from the operators or owners, and that any potential problems that occurred on the Dolly happened without their privity or knowledge. In an announcement on Monday, Mayor Scott said Baltimore would retain the services of two law firms for the pending litigation. Litigators DeCello Levitt and trial law firm Saltz Mangaluzzi Bendesky. Y'all, I can't pronounce these people's names. In 2022, a partner at this firm helped secure a $1.2 billion settlement deal after the Champlain Towers condominium collapsed in Surfside, Florida. unaliving 98 people. The massive payout was the largest single event settlement in U.S. history, trade publication American Lawyer reported. Monday's announcement came the same day the FBI opened a criminal investigation into the bridge collapse. Federal agents were seen boarding the boat around 6:30 a.m. and the FBI confirmed that agents conducted court-authorized law enforcement activity. The National Transportation Safety Board is also conducting its own investigation into the failure of the ship's propulsion system and the bridge collapse. So it looks like the owners are trying to get away with any type of liability because of that law, the Titanic law that is put in place. But this is crazy. That bridge crumbled like some freaking Legos. It was horrible. And now they have recovered the body of a fourth victim in this collapse. So the body was discovered trapped inside a construction vehicle, according to the Unified Command Group in charge of the recovery. The identity of the deceased was not released by authorities at the request of the family. Earlier this month, the body of the third victim, who was a 38-year-old man, was recovered as well. This man was one of the 6 people believed to be unalived in this incident. And I don't know why I was thinking that this happened a couple of months ago, but baby, this happened last month. Honey, time is flying by too fast, okay? And so it said that 2 other victims were recovered from a vehicle in the water on March 27th. They were identified as a 26-year-old and a 35-year-old. Both of these people were men. Both were from Mexico and they lived in Baltimore. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to give y'all that quick update on this bridge incident or whatnot. And it's going to cost Baltimore a pretty penny. $2 to $4 billion. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a whole lot, right? And for the owners of the ship not to hold themselves somewhat accountable is crazy because there were lives lost after this incident. So what do y'all think about this whole situation? Y'all know what y'all got to do. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share this video, like this video. And y'all know what y'all got to do. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.